Hey, what's up? So, I finally have a second to sit down and talk with you guys again. I know it's been like a really long time since my last video. Ah, coffee. But I've been working a ton and trying to get things sorted out for phalloplasty. So, I'm getting stage 1 of phalloplasty on April 20th of this year. So that's only like 2 months away, and there's like a ton of stuff that I have to do at work and everything else, just in life in general, to prepare for it, and it's pretty stressful. Um, like next week, I have to do what's called an angiogram, I think it's called, and it's where they will test my hopefully donor site and see the blood flow because basically, and for you guys that don't know, because I had watched a lot of phalloplasty videos, but I'd never heard about angiograms and all this other stuff. But what it is it's a procedure where they put a special dye in your blood with a huge syringe, and you'll most likely be sedated for it. And then what they do is take an X-ray of your donor site, and they're able to see like how quickly the blood changes color with the dye to test the blood flow with like special cameras and all this other stuff. Um, I don't think it's going to be all that big of a deal, hopefully. Like, it should just be, they were like, yeah, we'll probably sedate you. It'll only be a day thing. You'll only need to take, like, a day off or whatever. But I'm taking two because I have no idea, like, how I'm going to react to it. So, yeah, so that's a thing that could happen. And um, basically it's just to make sure that once they use the donor site that the blood flow is good enough to support like everything that's going to be moving around and happening. So it's a pretty big deal, and we could have like proceeded without doing that because in the doctor's office they get this it's almost like a pregnant person, you know, they get those little god, what, ultrasounds, yeah. And so they put like jelly like right here, that little cream stuff, and then they put like this little thing. It's some sort of machine. I'm not a doctor clearly, but they put a machine here like to test the pulsations and see like how good my heartbeat was and my blood flow was just in the office like with headphones and that thing. Um, so yeah, and they said that like my left arm is the one that I'm hoping to use because as we all know, somebody broke their right arm, so I have this huge scar and it's also metal, so even though the blood flow is better with this arm, they were saying they'll want to use this arm or somewhere else. And I'm really, really hoping that they can just use my left arm because I feel like it would give me the best results aesthetically and the least amount of complications and just exactly what I'm looking for. So that's pretty much where I am with that. Um, that's going to happen next week, the angiogram, and then after that I'll be able to start to get laser hair removal and we'll be able to see like, you know, where I'm going to be with that basically. Because I'm going to have to get multiple sessions of laser hair removal just to like prep the donor site, and this first surgery is not actually like the phalloplasty, it's like phalloplasty part 1, and I'm in San Francisco and I'm going through Kaiser to get this done because that's who my insurance is through. And at Kaiser facilities here, at least, they do it in 3 stages. And so the first stage is, the first stage is like a hysterectomy and moving everything into place, if you will. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So it's just like, you know, sewing everything up, getting everything out, and prepping, you know, moving everything that's already there kind of like in position for stage 2, which is the actual, you know, taking the donor site and creating, you know, your new penis and hooking everything up and stuff like that. So it's like between stage 1 and stage 2, you have to get multiple laser hair removal sessions done so that you can ensure that when you do, like when they take this graft from the arm, like it's good to go already. So there's like, it doesn't really matter if you haven't had laser hair removal before stage 1, so it's not like the biggest rush in the world, but I'm incredibly hairy. Like this is my arm hair trimmed, so it's probably going to take a long time for me to like get the site ready. So that's why I'm like really, really trying. So this angiogram thing is just like one more thing that's preventing me from doing that, because I'd hate to like get laser hair removal here and then them like be all like, yeah, well, we can't use that. And then it's like, well, now I just have a bare naked arm for no reason other than to like, be some sort of a callback to a 90s band shit. So yeah, so that's the deal with that. I mean, the doctor seemed pretty confident that everything was going to go fine, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I'll make another update like after, just to tell you guys like what it was like, because I just like I got a new microphone, and hopefully next week or in 2 weeks rather, when I get paid again, I might be getting like a new camera too if my friend like buys my old one off of me. So that could happen, and I really just want to like start to make more videos, even if they're shitty. I was like, do I really want to sit here with my fucking, I might, do I want to sit here, not edit videos, on my iMac shitty camera, whatever? I was like, yeah, I do, because I needed videos like this before I ever got into anything, and it would have been super helpful. So it's less about how pretty it fucking looks right now, and it's just, hey, this is the information, it's what I'm going through. I feel like I have useful information, I want to share it with the community, so I'm going to. Whatever. But yeah, so it's pretty much where I am with that right now. It's really just phalloplasty, and I'm working a fuck ton, so I don't have any time for anything. Like one of my jobs, I work 80 hours a week, honestly. Like, that's not an exaggeration. It's literally, I have 2 full-time jobs, you could say. And one offers me health insurance, which is like a huge deal, of fucking course. And then the other one has what's called a medical reimbursement plan, which is like anything that I buy, so my testosterone, my ADHD medications, anything like that, I can then get reimbursed for it. So that's great too. And so copays, surgeries, all that kind of stuff, it's like healthcare from one job and then reimbursements from the other. I really can't afford to say no. So I'm just trying really hard to like save up as much as I can and still pay off stuff from top surgery and everything else. Like, it's just expensive, man, and I don't have time to waste right now. I'm trying to get all of my surgeries done so I can just like live my fucking life. How about that? Like, is that such a concept? But yeah. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to edit this video. I think I'm just going to put it up and be like, hey, whatever, because like I said, it's been a stupid long time since I've like posted a YouTube video. I really want to start to post them more often, even if it's just a talking vlog like this. I feel like someone somewhere could find it helpful, because a lot of you guys have been messaging me on like Twitter, Tumblr, whatever, and you're like, or even here, and you're like, hey, this is super helpful, we need more videos like this, and I'm just like, fuck, like I need another job. No. But so I was like, I mean, this is the least I can do. Like, let me know if this is helpful to you. Because like I said, I'd never heard about, testing the donor site like that with the dye and the procedure. And it's like an outpatient thing. So, if you have any questions about like how to get started on like, the path to phalloplasty, because there's definitely been tons of like back work that I've had to do to get to this point, let me know. Or if you have any questions about like, the steps and how Kaiser works and all that kind of shit, just being in San Francisco in the same position as me, happy to share it, and I want to share more. So I hope that the rest of you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you whenever I make another video.